students, welcome to online class of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. I, Miss Nehal Mane, going to teach you science for grade 6. So we'll start with our lesson. Our lesson name is food. Where does it come from? So we are going to learn about food in this lesson. Our lesson name is food. Where does it come from? In this lesson, we are going to see new concepts of food like food, functions of food, meals, types of food, sources of food, interesting types of food, mode of nutrition in animals, and at last we are going to summarize all the concept what we have studied in this lesson. Okay students, now tell me, what did you have in your breakfast today? Oh, you have upma. Okay, you had thepla. Okay, that means you are eating different kinds of food, right? Which is prepared in your home. Okay, it's sometimes like the food you like, you eat that food. Yes. Okay. Now tell me, is it the same you ate yesterday? Means the same food you ate yesterday, you ate the same food today also? No, it's different. Okay, it means we eat different kinds of food daily, different varieties of foods that is prepared in our homes, right? Okay, very good. So different kinds of food is very essential for our body. Now, why do we need food? We all eat food. Why? We eat food to get energy. Yes, we all eat food when we feel hungry. Sometimes we eat food for its flavor. Yeah, food is the need of all living organisms. Yes, all the living organisms need food to survive. Even plants need food. Food is essential for both the plants and the animals as well as the human beings. You might have noticed that the day you miss a meal, that means sometimes you may miss your tiffin. So what happens? You feel exhausted. That means you feel so much tired, right? You feel weak if you do not eat food for few days. Yes. So you cannot live without food for more than few days, right? So food is very important part of our life. We cannot survive without food. Food is very important. So food is the substance which is consumed to obtain nutrition. Why do we eat food? To get energy. We get energy from the food we eat. How do we get it? Because of the nutrients present in the food, we get the energy. So we need to eat the food with different types of nutrients. Okay. So what are the different types of nutrients that we consume daily in our diet? So there are different types of nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals including water and roughage. Okay. So carbohydrates, what does this provide us? Carbohydrate is called as energy giving food. It provides us the energy. It provides us the energy. Fats is also an energy giving food. So it also provides the energy to our body. And it stores fats in our body. Next is proteins. Protein is another nutrient. This is also called as body building food. What does it call? It's called as body building food. It provides strength to the body. It helps in development of the body. Okay. Now vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are essential for us because It prevents us from diseases. It prevents us from diseases. So, the food we consume daily consists of different types of nutrients, and these all nutrients are very much important for our body. Food consists of substances known as nutrients. So, these were the nutrients, and all food contains different types of nutrients in them. So, what are the functions of food? We have seen, just we will take a review. We need food because it provides us growth and development. It also provides us the energy. It also maintains the body temperature. It helps in repairing and replacing damaged cells. It helps in repairing and replacing damaged cells. Now, food serves very important function. Food gives us energy to work and play. Food keeps our body warm. Food helps in growth of our body. Yes, food helps in healing injuries. Food protects our body from diseases and keeps us healthy. Okay, so these were the functions of food. Now meals. What is a meal? Meal is the type of food that we eat in a one time of a day. Meal is a food that we have on one time of a day. So, do you have only meal or you have your food at different times? Okay, you have your food at different times. So, let us see at what time we have what type of food. Okay, so we have mostly 4 types of food, that is for breakfast, then lunch, then evening snacks, and then dinner. Okay, breakfast is the food that we take in morning. As for example, we can take bread or sandwich for the breakfast. Then lunch is the food that we take in the afternoon. So, in lunch we can take chapati and a vegetable or a curry. Yes. Then snacks is the food that we take in the evening. So, in evening we can take milk and toast. Yes, for snacks. Then at dinner we again take food like dal and rice, right? So, these are the different types of food that we take at different intervals, so that it can provide us energy to do particular task or the work. So, breakfast, then lunch, snacks, and then dinner. Now, see here what a yummy dishes you can see here, right? So, have you ever wondered over the variety of food that we eat every day? Yes, do we eat the variety of foods every day? There is a great variety in food we take. We eat different kinds of foods at different times. We can see the different foods eaten in different areas, like in Gujarat the different food is taken, in North India the different food is taken, in South India the different food is taken. Different states have different culture or variety of food they have. Okay. So, have you ever wondered that what are these items made of? What is this food made of? All to prepare a single dish we need few things. So, what are these things made of? Can any one of you tell me? Okay, these things are made up of ingredients. Every food item requires different ingredients. Okay. So, for example, now if you want to prepare rice, if you want to prepare a boiled rice, then what are the ingredients we require to prepare this? Any one of you tell me? Very good. That's the grains of rice and water. 2 simple ingredients are required to prepare a dish called boiled rice. Is it right? So, In the same way, for preparing rice we require 2 ingredients, but for different things we may require different ingredients. So let us see few more examples. Now to prepare chapati, what we require? What are the ingredients required to prepare chapati? Yes, we require wheat, and that wheat is flour, then converted into flour. Then we require water. Wheat is converted into flour, flour is needed, and then chapati we cook it. Yeah. So wheat, atta and water are the 3 ingredients which are required to prepare chapati. Now let us prepare dal. Okay. Now tell me, what are the ingredients used to prepare dal? Okay, there are many ingredients, right? So let us have a look towards it. So first of all we required dal, then mustard and cumin seeds, tomato, onion, garlic, salt, turmeric and chili powder, lemon, coriander and curry leaves and water. So these many ingredients are required to prepare dal, right? So different food items require different types of ingredients, right? It may be one or more than one. So let us take a look towards the food items and their ingredients. To prepare bread, we require flour, yeast powder and water. To prepare vegetable stew, we require vegetables, water, salt and pulses. To prepare raita, we require curd, spices, vegetables and water. So these were the different ingredients. And to prepare scrambled eggs, we require eggs, salt and oil. Okay. So ingredients, the things which are required to prepare a particular dish is called ingredients. Now have you ever wondered that where these nutrients come from? Can you tell me? We know that to prepare the dish we require ingredients. Now these ingredients, where does it come from? Can you tell me? Okay, so there are 2 main sources of food resources. There are 2 main natural resources of food from where we get all the different types of food items. First is plants and then it is the animals. All the food that we consume mostly we get from plants and animals. Yes, is it right? So these are the sources of food. Now let us solve this table which is in your textbook. Now see, to prepare food item of idli, we require these many ingredients like rice, urad dal, salt and water. So rice we get from plants, urad dal we get from, yes, plants. Then to prepare a chicken curry we require ingredients. So what are those? Chicken, spices, oil and ghee and water. Okay. So chicken we get from animals, spices we get from plants and oil we get from plants, but the ghee we get from animals. So there are different sources. Kheer, to prepare kheer we require 3 ingredients. Those are milk, rice and sugar. So milk we get from animals, rice we get from plants and sugar, yes, sugar also we get from plants. So this is the table which is given in your textbook. You need to solve it. Now let us move towards the next concept. We will review this concept that we have already learnt in our previous classes. You can see a plant. We are going to just review the parts of plant. Now, the part which is below the ground is called as root system. Okay? The parts below the ground is called as root system, and the part above the ground is called as shoot system. It is called as shoot system. So, plants have different parts like nodes, internodes, buds, leaf, stem, fruits and flowers. So, parts of flowering plants as source of food means we eat different parts of a plant. We can consume the different parts of plant, those are edible. So, the root, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds on a plant may store food which is available to the animals as well as to the human beings. Green plants are the primary source of all the food. Green plants are primary source of all the food. Now, we are going to see roots as vegetables. Roots from plants such as carrot, radish, turnip, sweet potato, cassava and beetroot are eaten for the food stored in them. So, roots are the parts of a plant which is present below the ground. So, these are the food we eat as vegetables. Okay? So, roots can be eaten as vegetables. Like, why do we consume this? Because, for example, carrots are rich in sugar, protein and an orange colored substance called carotene. In that carotene, vitamin A is present, which is very useful for the liver of human beings and other animals. In the same way, beetroot, sugar beet, a variety of beetroot is grown on a large scale in some countries for obtaining sugar from it. Beetroot is deep red, full of water and soluble red color. So, these are the food items that we eat as root. Now, we are going to see about the leaves that we consume. So, what are the leaves that we consume? Coriander, lettuce, methi, it is also called as fenugreek, mint, cabbage, spinach, red cabbage and Swiss chard. So, these are the examples of food items that we eat as leaves. Leaves from plants such as spinach, cabbage, lettuce, fenugreek form a part of vegetables. Stem as vegetables. We also eat stem of some plants as vegetables. Stem of certain plants store food which is eaten by animals and by human beings. Potato, ginger, turmeric are underground stems modified to store them. Sugarcane is also a type of stem. Sugary juice obtained from the stem of sugarcane plant is used to make jaggery and crystal sugar. Sugarcane is peeled and its inner part is chewed to sip sugary juice from it. Potato tuber is an underground stem. It is rich in starch and is eaten by one and all. The underground stem in ginger and turmeric is called rhizome. Okay, so these are the food items that we eat stem as vegetable. Now we are going to see flowers as food. What are the flowers that we eat as food? Yeah, that's broccoli and cauliflower. So, flowers from certain plants are eaten for their flavor and food stored in them. Even the rose which is a flower, we eat rose also as a food, like rose is prepared into gulkan and then consumed. So, sweet smelling, soft and rosy petals from rose are used in preparing jam called gulkan, which is taken with beetles for its medicinal values. Now we are going to see the vegetable bulbs, what we eat, what we consume. Garlic, onion and leek and green onions are the examples of few vegetables that we eat. Those are called as bulbs. Seeds we eat. So we eat different types of seeds. So seeds are rich source of food for man and animal. Seeds like rice, wheat, corn, maize, millets, jowar, bajra, oats are some of the grains called cereals. Okay. Cereals are rich source of starch and used for making chapatis and bread. All cereals come from cultivated grass. On separating the grains, the plant's body of grass is used as fodder for the cattle. So these are types of seed. Then we will move towards the pulses. Pulses is the edible seed from beans such as gram, green gram, that is moong, black gram, that is urad dal, lentils, masoor we call it, pigeon pea we call it as tur dal, soya bean and pea are the different types of pulses. Fresh green pea may be eaten raw or cooked as vegetable. Pulses are cooked as curries. Some of the sprouted pulses are eaten raw. Some seeds yield edible oil, which is a part of our food and used in cooking. Some common edible oils are mustard, sesame, coconut, groundnut and sunflower. So these are the examples of the oil which we consume. Next, fruits. So as we have seen, roots, stems, bulb, leaves, flowers, fruits is the main part of the plant that we consume as food. Fruits form a larger part of our food. Most fruits are eaten raw. Many fruits are used as vegetables also. Fruits develop from a flower that has seeds. The fruits may be grouped as follows, like some may be pulpy and some may not be pulpy. Papaya, apple, banana, guava, mango are different types of foods that we eat. Coconut is a unique gift from nature. Coconut we eat is the food storing part of its seed. Coconut water is a combination of sugar, minerals, proteins, fats and vitamins. It is a natural, refreshing drink and is highly nourishing. It is as good as plasma in the blood. So these were the examples of different kinds of plant parts that we consume. Including this, we also have a plant part, vegetables, fruits and vegetables we consume in a large amounts. Okay. So let us see one video.
Many plants or their parts are eaten as food. There are around 2000 plant species which are cultivated for food materials like grains, cereals, vegetables, fruits, spices, etc. Food obtained from plants contains differing amounts of essential nutrients such as carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fibers. Many herbivorous animals feed on a variety of plants to balance their nutrient uptake. Humans obtain food through various methods like hunting, gathering and agriculture. Fruits and leaves are not the only parts of plants that humans can eat. The edible portion can be root, stem, flower or seeds. Leaves are commonly consumed from the plants of lettuce, spinach and other leafy greens. Edible roots are numerous and include common vegetables like carrots and radish. Stems and shoots like that of asparagus is also often used as food. There are also a few edible petioles, leaf stalks such as celery. Edible flowers sound unusual food, but they are not so peculiar and add color and beauty to any dinner plate. Edible flowers include young immature flower of cauliflower, etc. Many flowers like rose petals are used as garnish to make the food pleasing and eye-catching. Pumpkin flowers or elderflowers are dipped in rice paste and fried. Heart-shaped flowers of viola or violet are crystallized and sold in many parts of the world. Honey made by honeybees using nectar of flowers is fermented and mixed to make alcoholic drink. Beer is made from the fermentation of malt obtained from various cereals, and rum is made from sugarcane stem. Flower of hops is used to flavor beer. Bottom of some plant has tasty sap, which is distilled to make tequila. Sparkling elderflower has low alcohol content and is collected and crushed for making champagne. The list is long, but not all flowers are edible, and some can be even bad for health. Of all the foods available to us, fruits are the most attractive, delicious, enjoyable, and are eaten in their natural state. Fruits, therefore, make up a significant part of the diets of most cultures. Some fruits, such as tomatoes, pumpkins, and eggplants, are eaten as vegetables. Fruits are the ripened ovaries of plants, which contain the seeds. Seeds of plants are a good source of food for animals, including humans. Many plants have evolved fruits that are attractive as a food source to animals, so that animals will eat the fruits and disperse the seeds far and wide. In fact, the majority of foods consumed by human beings are seed-based foods. Edible seeds include cereals, legumes like beans, peas, lentils, and nuts. Oil seeds are often pressed to produce oils such as sunflower oil. Cereal grain is a staple food that provides more food energy worldwide than any other type of crop. Maize, wheat, and rice in all of their varieties account for 87% of all grain production worldwide. The grain is crushed into flour, which is used to make bread. Hence, when one closely inspects the food connection between animals, including humans and plants, it becomes clear that without the flowering plants and their many edible parts, humankind simply could not survive.
Okay students, till now we have seen about the food, the nutrients which are present in the food, a variety of food that is consumed in different parts of the India as well as the world. We have also seen about the different parts of a plant that are edible, that means which we eat. It may be roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits. Yes. So in next class we will go in detail about the animal sources. Thank you students.